Gratifying to know he's finally at rest.
Nearly 70 years after he went missing overseas, the remains of a Michigan war hero are finally coming home. Good evening, everyone. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Brian Sterling. Army Sergeant David Feriend was listed as killed in action in the early days of the Korean War. But it was just only over a year ago that his remains were finally turned over to the U.S. for identification.
It provided answers to the questions the Lakeshore family has been asking for close to 70 years. News 8's Joe LaFergie is here with their story. Joe.
Yeah, you know, it's a knock at the door so many military families dread. But for Sergeant David Ferend's family, that knock in September was met with both sadness and comfort.
Had big blue eyes, blonde hair.
For decades, the photos and medals were a reminder of a hero brother and uncle lost to war for sisters Irene Arbogast, her daughter Terry Stout, and other members of Sergeant David Ferend's family.
I think he had just made sergeant.
Arbogast from Spring Lake remembers her big brother growing up, the happy-go-lucky kid running around the house singing country and western tunes.
And Ernest Tubb was one of his favorites. He was always singing his songs.
David enlisted in the Army shortly after the end of World War II, came back home to Fife Lake in northern Lower Michigan. But jobs were scarce, so he re-upped and was deployed to Korea during the early days of the war. In December of 1950, the family received word that David was missing in action and presumed killed.
The dedication to family, not wanting to be a burden, and giving your life at 23 years old.
Irene says her parents held on to a thin strand of hope that he was a POW and the empty gravesite would remain so. But as time marched on, hope dwindled.
I lost all faith after both my parents became deceased. And I thought that would be probably the end of it.
Then came the Singapore summit last year between President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. North Korea agreed to return 54 boxes of human remains from the war. Through DNA tests, box number 36 was identified as Sergeant David Feriend. The Army revealed the likely scenarios that led to his death. One of them, a bomb, struck a transport he was driving, carrying wounded soldiers to safety. Suddenly, Irene Arbogast has the answers, perhaps even closure, after nearly 7 decades.
70 years of really not knowing where her brother was, not knowing if he was captured, missing in action, or what happened.
Sergeant Ferend's remains will return to Michigan Friday, and Irene will be able to put the big brother she lost too soon to rest.
It's really gratifying to know he's finally at rest in our hearts.
The sergeant's remains will be flown to the Gerald R. Ford Airport Friday night, where he will receive full military honors. Patriot Riders and the Michigan State Police will then escort his remains to a Traverse City area funeral home. And obviously, a lot of comfort for the family, not knowing all these years. And one of the other things they told me, this also gives hope to so many other families who have missing loved ones from the different conflicts over the years, even the generations that might not have known the soldier.
Right, there's always hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that closure.
Yep.
Okay. Joe, thank you.
Joe, thank you.